and welcome to another episode of This Is Me, Natural Hair and Health Show. And I'm your host, Ronita Stanford, your licensed natural hair care specialist, cosmetologist, trichologist, certified colorist. And guess what? I got something new, y'all. I'm a certified hair practitioner. Can I get a clap? Can I get a clap for that? Okay. Been studying hard, but that's just something else just to add on to my profession as I continue to take care of all my lovely people and my clients. But how y'all doing? Y'all doing okay today? Huh? You been enjoying this heat since now that we done got out the cold months and stuff in the spring and all that rain that we have been having, even though we need it, to help balance out the humidity because we got to keep our hair hydrated and we got to have moisture and things for us natural, beautiful women, because we are naturally beautiful and we are loving us the way we are, okay? So just know that throughout this time frame, even though the summer is changing, you can still enjoy your natural hair. You like how my hair growing, y'all? I put a little moisturizer on it. I got to be fabulous for you and for this TV. I cannot come on TV half-stepping. You know that. I'm a diva. That does not work. But no, professional. Okay, that does not work. But anyway, how y'all doing? Y'all okay? Huh? You've been enjoying the shows and all the information, and not even just the shows, because I write also now. So for over a year now, I've been writing. Well, coming up a year, I've been writing in different magazines as well. So be sure to check me out in the Carolina Men and the Pitt County Women's Journal as well, because I like to keep y'all informed on not only just your hair, but to be beautiful in your skin and your health, because that's what this show is all about. This is me, Natural Hair and Health Show. Why? Because we focusing on and just keeping you with a lot of information so you can be able to stay healthy, stay strong, vibrant, keep our hair on point, But you like my hair and color? Let me give it to you. I know, it's just wonderful. I'm enjoying myself. I love the show. I love the feedback that I get from all the wonderful people that say they watch the show like every other day or every day, really. I get somebody say, I watch you all the time. So I'm very grateful to continue to be on your TV and talking to you and stuff, okay? What are we talking about today? What do we want to talk about today? Okay? I know one thing that's been dear to me that I want to say something about is cancer. Cancer. And if a lot of people don't know, I'll be doing or have been working with the American Cancer Society, working with them as far as in the Look Good, Feel Better program that they have. And I work with the Carolina Breast Imaging Specialist. And what the Look Good, Feel Better program is for anybody that have gone through the treatment or still in the treatment of cancer. Not anybody, but women and specifically. I'm working on the men. Don't worry. Men and children, I am seriously working on, because I know cancer affects everybody of all genders, okay? So I have to make sure that I put that out there, that I really care about my men and children also. But right now, this program is really for women. And it's not really just for women of breast cancer. It's women of all cancers. And when I tell you that we think that we have little small problems, but we don't know that it's somebody else going through so much more than what we are. And we complain and fuss about the small, minute issues, but I sit in front of wonderful women once a month that can tell their story, that have been through so much, but yet they're still smiling. Their faith is still strong. They're not being discouraged. I'm not saying that they're not being tried. I'm not saying that they're not hurting or going through problems, but you can't tell it. But when they come in, they kind of don't know what to expect. So they are a little complacent, don't know how they're going to feel when they come in and stuff. But when they come in, they might be perplexed when they come because they don't know the outcome. But when they get in and they start seeing, how we get in there, start talking to them and seeing all the wonderful products and stuff that they do receive and how to put on makeup. And it's amazing how it's some women that's right now in their like 40 plus, or should I say 50 plus, that they never apply makeup, or that don't wear makeup, or that don't know how to try something different, like a different look, or even a different shade of your lipstick. You're used to wearing pink, so it's like, okay, well, I want to try brown today. You don't think you will look good in something. Well, you never know until you try. But what I want to say is, these women make me feel so encouraged and blessed, and I feel like I done hit the lottery for like 500 million just for that 2 hours that I spend with them. And I know for at least for 5 minutes, if that I can take away all that stuff that's going on in their mind, and they can see themselves beautiful for at least 5 minutes. Like, that is just so rewarding. And even the smiles on their faces, they want to take selfies when they leave. You know, beforehand, they don't take selfies. They like, oh no, I don't take no picture. But when they get finished with the program, and I ain't gonna say program, it's more of a session. You know, it's more of a meet and greet. It's more of a place to meet and just to talk and just to experience some different things. But I could say that if anybody, or if you're watching the program and if you're going through problems or experiencing something, you know somebody that had a woman that has cancer and stuff, and you feel like that they can benefit for the program, can you have them call the Carolina Breast Imaging Center, and they can make sure they sign up for the next program, for the next session. Is every third Tuesday of the month. Okay, so the next one I think is like June the 19th, if I'm not mistaken, whatever that third Tuesday is. And if not, feel free to reach out, contact, email, and I'll further you. But I just want to say that we be going through, we just need to know, we never know who's going through something. So always be mindful to just sometimes smile at somebody. Just say it's okay. You know, just maybe give them a little hug, phone call. You know, if you know somebody's going through something, just be a little encouraging and stop thinking about the little small things that we going through. Because when I tell you, it's some people that's really going through some stuff. It's families that's losing their family members. You know, angel is calling what God is calling roll. So we definitely need to stay prayed up. We need to, you know, really go back to family values. Yes, we had Memorial Day yesterday. And what is Memorial Day? You know, we know what Veterans Day is, but what is Memorial Day? And we have cookouts and fellowship with our family, but just think about the reason for Memorial Day. It's some people that they don't have their loved ones. You know, that's what the day is for. They have served our country and done some wonderful things for us, and that day is to honor them. So sometimes we might just need to think about the reason for the cause and how we can better the cause and better the situation for someone else. You know, instead of cooking out for our family, maybe call somebody that had lost their family and say, come on, would you like to come eat with us today? You know, so just a little touch of rawism. There you go. That's a little rawism for you, just to help you boost your day. But I'm just telling y'all, like, I just want to use this moment just to say, you know, like, we never know what we're going to go through. And at the end of the day, we never know. We can't even say tomorrow, because you see me today, anything can happen. So, but all I can say is just be blessed and continue to stay positive, and know that I hope that anything that you learn or hear from this show, it continue to inspire you and keep you motivated, so you can just keep going on. You know, don't look back, don't worry about things, always give it God, you know, give your things to God and Christ. You know that He can supply all our needs in an abundance according to His riches and glory. So, but okay, that's my ministry for the moment. But all right, on with the show. Like I said, and while I'm talking about that too, because I'm going to talk about skin, and also talking about the different problems that we do have with our hair, because I'm still seeing a lot of that, you know. So I want to go over how important our skin is, because when I ask people about their scalp, you know, you fail to realize that your scalp is your skin. And we have to take care of our scalp the same way we do our skin and the other parts of our body if we want to maintain healthiness, you know. Or if you start noticing things on our skin as well as our scalp, we need to take heed and go see a professional. So that way we won't, you know, all of a sudden we hold on with a problem and see it and knowing that we got something going on. But by the time we get it fixed, it's, you know, an aggressive stage to the point where we got to be attacked so badly. But when we first get the first signs, you know, especially women, we need to know, like, you know, do your monthly breast exams. You know, stop sitting here acting like you can't do it and stuff. Do that all the time. So then, especially when we get of a certain age, mammograms is very important. Even men, y'all have to make sure that y'all getting checked on the regular. Stop thinking that you don't, you know, go to get a physical whenever you want to. No, you need to be getting physicals once a month, sometimes every 6 months. You know, because you never know. Our body changes so rapidly. And the things that we eat affect our body. And the things that we drink affect us. You know, everything is an environment. But we have our skin as the main important thing. That's a protective barrier for us. And for the microorganisms that attack our body or that can attack our body. That's one of the main functions of the skin. But in a few minutes, I'm going to take a quick break. And when I get back, we're going to go over the different functions of the skin and other hair and scalp problems that you may experience. Okay? I'll be right back. Hi, and we're back to This Is Me, Natural Hair and Health Show. And once again, I'm your host, Ronita Radiva Stanford, your licensed natural hair care specialist, cosmetologist, natural hair care teacher, certified instructor. Like, well, you know what I do. You've been hearing me a lot now, so do I really have to? No. Come on, I got to make you laugh at least a little bit because, I have to, like, laughter is good for the soul. We can't be all uptight and stuff, But you already know, this is me. I'm naturally beautiful, and I'm loving it. That's the whole point of this show. This is a natural hair and health show, and I hope that I keep you happy, healthy, and informed on just how to be beautiful, But if you need some pointers, you can come see me. I don't mind helping you on your beautification, okay? But like I was saying before the break about your skin, we know that our skin is one of our most important functions of the body. Why? Because it's the most complex organ of the body. It has numerous kinds of skin cells. And first of all, let me back up. I study a lot, but a lot of information I'm coming from today is from the International Institute of Trichology, as well as the Doctors Incorporated, because they have information as well. So just if you need any type of references, just contact. Anyway, but like I was saying, the skin is the most complex organs of the body. It has numerous kinds of cells, appendages, and it supports the systems such as our nervous and blood vessels. The human skin is also the largest organ of the body. Why is it the largest organ of the body? Because it covers us from the top of our head to the bottom of our feet. Okay, so it's very important to understand the physiology of our skin. We do know that our skin is a living thing. It's a living organism as far as like the environment. So, and one such living organism or the environment, as they say, is our human skin, because it's one of our outermost coverings. It absorbs most contact with the outside environment because everything comes through our skin first. The outermost layer of the skin is the stratum corneum, which consists of dead cells that protect the covering of the living cells within. So just like our hair, when our hair grows out the scalp, it's like dead fibers or dead characterized fibers, protein fibers. Like our skin, the skin on the outside is more of a dead cells. And did you know that every night our skin repairs our cells? Oh, you should know that because you listen to what? This Is Me, Natural Hair and Health Show. So I done told you that before. And if not, pay attention. But anyway, the skin itself, it repairs itself at night. And that's why I say sleep is good for us. Because sleep is a way for our body as a natural defense to kind of get our stuff back in track. For everything to flow right, our mind to be able to rest, to get back some thoughts and stuff like we're supposed to. So sleep is very good for us, okay? And the skin is also one of the suitable living quarters for thousands of microorganisms that inhabit the skin every day. So our skin is an environment for microorganisms. But we need bacteria and microorganisms in order for our skin to produce as it's supposed to. Because you have to have good pathogens and non-pathogens. So you understand back in school when they taught us about good bacteria and non-good bacteria. So the good bacteria is the thing that help keep our skin strong, keep stuff from going inside. If you get a cut or something, our skin constantly reheals itself back. Our tongue is a muscle, so that's one of the things that actually adheres back quicker than any of our other muscles. Like our skin, it's an elasticity, so once it stretches out, it might take a little bit longer for it to stretch back in. So just know that those that want to be exercising and stuff, if your muscle are kind of stretched out a little further, it might take a little bit longer to get it back intact, but don't get discouraged and just keep working at it. Okay? The skin is a remarkable structure for serving both as a first line of defense, like I said before, against hostile environment and a communication between our external environment and the body's internal environment. Meaning that, when we get hit, a cut or something like that, okay, we see the cut, but now our skin communicates with our brain to say, ouch, we just hurt ourselves. out. We just did something. We just burnt ourselves, So that's the neurotransmitters that our skin cells have, or our skin have, that actually communicate with our brain and other parts of our body. Even as our skin regulates our body temperature. When we heat up too much, what do our skin do? It sweats. It produces water to cool down our body. Interesting, right? God really made us to be some very unique creatures, for real. But, okay, once again, even considering the average thickness of the skin is only 4 millimeters, and it acts as a protective against all human organisms. The skin is easily stretched, like I said, and it resembles back to its original dimensions upon release and then stretching. So just know, like how they ask or say that you can test to see if you're dehydrated. You squeeze your finger, and if it stays too long, that means you're dehydrated. If it goes back as it should, you have enough moisture going through our skin. So just know that some parts of our skin, it stretches or it goes back. The elasticity is good. Like our hair. The hair's elasticity, the hair's ability to stretch and come back is the elasticity of the hair, okay? So when the elasticity is broke, like a lot of times you're like, oh, well, my hair won't hold no curls. My hair just fall all the time. That means that you have broken some of the structural bonds and the elasticity structure of the hair. So you need to be doing things like collagen treatments and stuff. Your amino acids is good as well, because a lot of y'all hear about that also, the proteins and stuff of the hair. But that is what the hair is mostly made of. The hair is 97% protein. So that's why it needs adequate amount of protein in order for it to stay healthy. You don't want to over protein, so you don't want to take like a lot of supplements and stuff. Protein supplement, protein shakes, and then you eat a lot of chicken and fish. Woo, too much. Got to back it up. Sometimes, we go overboard with things. We find out something like, oh, I got to take this, I got to take this. No. And sometimes it's good to detox our body. Not sometimes. A lot of times. Stop eating everything. Just go like fasting is good. Okay? So sometimes just need to clean out our system. Get the junk out the trunk. Okay? And then we could be a lot healthier. You will have more energy and stuff. Then you won't be feeling so fatigued and tired. And you just feel a whole lot better a lot of time. And then it helps clean our liver. Okay? The liver really needs to be cleansed out. Because when we get older, unfortunately, that could be a problem where we get the toxicities in our body, and we end up getting the what you call the bilirubin edema, which is the jaundice. And jaundice is really the toxins coming out of our liver, the bowel. So eventually, over time, it's good just to maybe do like lemon water or cucumber water with lemon and stuff. They'll get you a nice recipe for detoxification. Apple cider vinegar is good too, to clean out our body, so that way we can stay healthy. Okay, back on the skin. The skin itself, like I was saying before, most of the surface of the skin is patterned with numerous irregular designs and lines and wrinkles. But for our fingers and toes and the palms of our hands and the soles of our feet, they have regular ridges and furrows. And this is what we call our fingerprints. They cannot be marked. None of them are the same. Everything is very unique. Okay? But other lines in our body and stuff, they're a little bit more irregular. But these right here, this pattern is meant for a reason. God made this as our unique fingerprint, So just know that our fingerprints is made to be to identify us, and it's retained throughout our lifetime. Even as our fingers get big, we have little fingers as a baby, but even that same fingerprint is the same even as we get older. Okay, like I was saying before, the main functions of the skin. What are the main functions of the skin? Okay, well, we feel like the skin just, to protect our body. True. But let me tell you how it protects. One of the main functions of the skin, like I said, protect. It's the first barrier against anything trying to enter into our body. That's roaming against the skin, as far as in the dendrites and stuff, the microphages. These are different cells and stuff that help protect and detect any type of organism that's coming inside our body, as far as in bacteria and viruses. Pathogenic bacteria can cause problems in our body, and they also, the part that, it helps to keep our immune intact as well, okay? And it also protects us from any type of diseases. Our skin also protects fluid from being lost. This how blood can't get out. But you know, if you puncture your skin, you start bleeding all over, don't you? Fluid start coming out of our body. But just as long as we don't have any holes and punctures and stuff in our skin, we don't have to worry about it. Also, like I was telling before, it also helps reduce the mechanical and thermal and chemical trauma of our body. Like, and severe chemical burn can lead to a chemical burn on the scalp can cause problems on the scalp, you know, where our destruction of our follicles, scarring, alopecia, and things like that. But it won't go as far down to actually cause problems to the actual skin itself. So you won't have problems more further down into the skin itself, just only on the top part of the skin. So our skin helps protect that and keep it from going further on to cause further damage of our follicles, even though you might have a severe reaction with the chemical burn. But it still also depends on how strong of a chemical burn that you have. What's another function of the skin? It regulates the body temperature, like I was telling you earlier. Our sweat glands help to cool the body. As their sweat evaporates, it also heats the body. Because sometimes, we know, as we get mature, we have them summer moments, as the women call them, or hot flashes, you know. And one thing that I have learned from our cancer patients, that when you're taking chemotherapy and stuff, your hot flashes is like 100 times worse than regular hot flashes. I couldn't imagine. I'm still young, and I'm praying that I can bypass that menopausal stage. But any woman that's experiencing menopausal stage, and another thing that I learned too in my aromatherapy studies, that peppermint is something that's good. I'm going to research it a little bit more. You can research too, but I was hearing, and smelling peppermint can help calm the sensations of your the reaction of your sweat and the hot flashes. So keep that in mind as well. But like I was saying, it's also to help regulate our body temperature. And you know, when we have our goosebumps is regulated by our erector papilla muscle. This muscle is what gives us like that, when we get shocked, the goosebump or the pimples come up on our skin. That's a muscle that actually does that, to say that we got a shocking type of thing, or makes our hair stands up. And this is the upright hair trap in between the hair and the skin, creating a layer of warm air. So this is how our body actually communicate with our skin. Also, our skin, you know, with the sweat glands and the erector papilla muscles and our blood vessels, all these is controlled by our sympathetic nervous system. So with our systematic nervous system, you know, a lot of times we like, okay, I got itches. Or when we take our stockings off, or air hits to us, you know, we got to get in this itchiness right here. That's just because air has hit our skin, and our body feel that quick regulation of temperature. So it's making our body react. So just know that that's a normal sensation that goes on with our skin. Also, our skin, the third function of the skin, because first, protection. Second is the regulation of the body temperature. Tongue tied, seriously. And third one is the sensation. What is the sensation? Hot and cold. How you know if you're too hot? How you know if you're too cold? Or when you touch something. Pressure, touching, heat, cold, trauma. All this is a function of the skin. Next, we have our production of the vitamin D. You know how your doctors tell you over a certain time, they tell you that we are low in vitamin D? Yes, and we know we get vitamin D from the sun. That also helps to boost the vitamin D in our body. But the vitamin D3 is produced in the skin when the ultraviolet B react with our skin. Okay? So just know that our body automatically has vitamin D, but sometimes you might have a little deficiency. So either go in the sun, or your doctor might give you the once a month vitamin D pill to help boost this. But it's very important to get vitamin D. Okay? Another function of the skin is the regulation of the microorganisms, which is the pH of the skin that measure the acidity level, which, you know, I told you before about the importance of the skin regulation, because our skin has to be at a normal 5.5 pH. That's a normal balance. You don't have too much alkaline or acidity levels in our body. And this helps to produce the production of the pH of the sebum and the sweat that's produced in our skin. and the sebaceous glands and the sweat glands, they are respectively working with our pH to keep everything balanced. At the pH, a fungal infection like a yeast or molds and bacteria can found on normal skin surface if they kept under control. So we automatically have yeast and stuff that grows on our skin and in our body. But we have to keep everything at a normal balance, because when we have an fluctuation of things in our body, that's what causes us problems. That's what's causing us lupus and cancers and other stuff, MS and things of that nature. You know, all these stuff that's popping up all of a sudden. Because see, when grandma was having our gardens back in the days and everybody was cooking, we didn't get as sick, did we? You know, it was a lot better for us. Not trying to blame everything on food, but we are what we eat. So we have to be very wise, and when you know better, you do better. So the more information you do, the better you can be with our health. I'm going to take a quick little break, and when I come back, I'm going to talk more about the function of the skin. I know I said I was going to talk more or go in depth on like the problems of the skin, like seborrheic dermatitis, trichomania and stuff, because I talked about that before, but still seeing some things. So I want to go more in depth on what these are and how they can be treated and affected. But I think I have thoroughly gave you a whole lot of information on just your health period, and especially the main complex, most important organism of our body, which is our skin. Okay, stop. We can't be dry, crack, and all that good stuff, because all this going to play a part as we get mature in our age. You know, like with our feet, if you don't take care of your feet, I'm telling you, you're going to regret it by the time you get 60 and 70 years old, because we don't understand how important it is to keep our, you know, go get a pedicure, ladies. There's nothing wrong. And men, there's nothing wrong with that, okay? Little pampering and stuff, but it's also getting the dead cells and stuff that hardening from off the skin. If you have diabetes, you know that you cannot cut your nails and toenails the same way like anybody else, because your skin or the nails harden over time. So be aware of that. Take better care of ourselves. You know, don't let it be too late. Stop letting our body break all the way down and you got to end up getting in the hospital before you make changes in your own health. You know, take time to even go out and visit people. Take a little vacation. You work all the time. Like we work 20, 30, 50 years, and then you're scared to take a vacation or take a little time off. There's nothing wrong with it, okay? Enjoy life and enjoy yourself, okay? But just know that tomorrow's not promised. All right? Even though we have Memorial Day, love everybody that surround us as if it is our last day, okay? Remember, keep God first. Always acknowledge Him in everything in which we do, because if we keep God first and we delight ourselves in Him, He will direct our path, okay? I thoroughly hope that you enjoyed all the information that you received today on This Is Me, Natural Hair and Health Show, and I'll have some more information for you the next time. I will make sure, go more in depth on, like I said, the different problems as a trichologist we may see with skin and scalp disorders. And if you are one of the ones with trichomania, which is this pulling of the hair, like twice a week, I see somebody that with trichomania, which is a nervous condition, okay? So just be aware. Put something else in your hands besides pulling out your hair, because sometimes you pull it out, you can't come back because it's permanent damage to the follicles, okay? And I will tell you what CCCA is. And if you can tell me and email it to me, I will give you a surprise, okay? With CCCA. But bye. I hope you enjoyed. Peace out. Keep God first. Love ya. This is me. I'm naturally beautiful and loving it.